Go ahead and show me, you guys, what you got going on today. So it looks to me like they're following your hands. This one, yes. Looks to me like you could call her back over there. And what she's waiting for, she's waiting for the treat. Yours waiting for the treat. Yours is waiting. Yours is waiting. So go ahead now and try the DOWN. Let's see what they're doing with the down. Because what they do, as you can tell with the one he has, they get associated behavior with environment, with a place, especially a place. When you put your puppy here, you first started teaching how to take the food from your hand, and then the SIT, the sit, and then you did the down. Well, what they're gonna do is they're gonna associate this table with this behavior. All your puppies, I can see, are laying down and they're very comfortable in the down. They're not paying any attention to anything else because they don't really have a choice, do they? When they're on the table, this is what they have. Okay, so go ahead and bring your move your puppies over to the other end of the table and do that. Do the down again. Let's see if they even will, because you know what? It's a comfortable place. You got to remember, what do you do at the nighttime? You're watching TV or whatever. You're going to lay on the couch, you're going to get in your recliner, you're going to take it easy. This should not be a hard thing to do for a dog. It's very simple. As you can tell, when they're on the table, that's like the couch. To them, this is the couch. This is comfortable. There's no other distraction. Done. But what we're going to do next is really important, because now they're going to have to down and stay when they're not on the table, when there's distractions. Now we're going to have to teach this, but this is a great foundation. As you can see, this works very well up to this point. The next stage is on the ground. Okay, today you guys, we're going to do the third part of the 3 things that I like to see and I believe that a dog should do. A dog needs to stop when you tell him no. He needs to stay when you tell him to stay, and he needs to come when you call him. Which means when you say his name or you give the here command, I like to use the here command because I don't say here a lot. It needs to be really just as unconditional as the down. The dog must always down, he must always stay until you call him. Now what you're going to experience is you're going to have a lot of distractions right now. All these other puppies, when you're up on the table, there's no distractions. So this is where, can I have your leash real quick? This leash now is very important, okay? So when your puppy's down or sit like that, and you say come, if the dog doesn't want to come, you can still make the dog come. Now what do dogs do? They go towards objects that are moving away. If you move towards a dog, it goes away from you. So now the leash is important. The dog's in the down, you say come. Good. Very simple, but you're going to have the distractions. So you're going to need this leash. You guys ready to get started? Absolutely. Okay, great. Thanks. So when you get your puppies to sit, yes, good job.
Sit.
Sit. Good.
Sit.
Okay, now the next is down. Go ahead and down your dog. Good. So I want to double check now that you guys have did your work from last week. Pay the dog when it's correct. Go ahead and pay your dog. And then walk farther. And then pay your dog again. Once you've got this position down, which it looks like you do, this is absolutely what I like to see. These dogs are under control at like 12 weeks old. This is really what I like to see. Very, very good. Okay, so to me now the next step, walk back in a normal way, kneel down, and just pet your dog. Give him a quick break, and then put him back down in the position down. Okay, go ahead and let him up. Because you have to be able to let him up because you don't want to force your dog to come. You have to give him a quick break because you did use pressure to get the dog to stay. So now when they're happy again, now only go out to the end of your leash. You're going to keep your leashes this time. Get your leashes together. Make sure the dog is down. Everybody's dog should be down. This is down with recall, which means call your pup. Take a few steps away, and like I showed you, give it the word to come. And as you're stepping back, if the dog doesn't want to come, give a little bit with the leash and bring the dog all the way to you and then pay. Then do it again. Down, come, down, come. Okay? Go ahead and get started. Make sure the dog sits before you pay, okay? Yes. It needs to have a down, yep, and then a come.
Come.
This is looking pretty darn good. Now what you'll have, the dog could get unsure because there's a stay, and then there's come. So there's off and on, off and on. That's what I'm asking the dogs to do. Every single one of them has to do that. On, off, stay, come, stay, come. Do it at a young age, you got it made. You can trust your dog. When you're ready, you call your dog. That's something anticipated. That's great. That's down with recall. That's perfect. Yes, the dog's reading your body language really good. The ears are up, very attentive. Go farther with that one. Good. And run away a little bit. If your dog's not coming, run away. They run towards things that run away from them. Okay, so if you want your dog to come, run away. If you want your dog to stay, run towards the dog. They're following your body language. Make sure your dog is obedient to you at all times. I don't care if there's 10 dogs out, 20 dogs, whatever it is, the dog must always stay and he must always come when you call him. And it looks like you guys are doing a great job. Look at that. Following the hand. Down. Come. Down. Stay. See, I'm going to put pressure on if the dog's not listening. See? The dog must also listen. Come on. Yes. Good. Down. Good. So just be very clear with your left hand and right hand. Got it. Left hand if you have to stop the dog, but the payment's always from the right. Got it. Yes. How's your pup doing? Okay, let's see. You might have to step. Good. They're watching your hands, you guys. So make sure your hands give clear signals. No. If your hands aren't doing enough to give your dog the signal, use your whole body. Okay? If you move away, instead of just your hand doing this, you might need to do that. But they're watching you. So make sure you do things consistently when you work with dogs, for sure. Let's go ahead and get them a little closer to each other. Okay, now step behind them. Keep the leash with you. Okay, step behind them, and when you're ready, when you call them, you're going to have to use your leash now. Say your word come, give them a little pop. Run back a little bit. Okay, go ahead. And go ahead, just do your recall with your pup. You're good. Go ahead and call. Say come. Good. Do it again, you guys. Do it again. This is a good place to end. The puppies are all learning your body language here. Your body language is so important. They're paying attention to everything you do. Every dog is now completely focused on you. This is what you want. You need to be the #1 focus on your dog wherever you go. So the recall, calling your dog, is so important that they do it 10 times out of 10. The way to do that is when they're young and they're programmed to always come when you call them. now it's time to go ahead and put your pups away. I recommend you keep the leashes now on at all times. Now you are the number one, okay? On, off, on, off. You guys can go ahead and run back and put them back, do whatever, but stay in control with the leashes. Good girl, come.